There are so many experts about food, so many regimes of diet, and such a huge variety of food in our world. It may be vegetarian, it may be vegan, it may be non-vegetarian, and then others eliminating certain part of it or adding another part of it. But the fact is, disordered eating is increasing. So many people in our world are now obsessed with food because they are conflicted. Their body is saying something, expert is saying something, their friends are telling a different story. A lot of conflict, confusion around such a simple thing, food, eating. Food is in abundance. I will say this is the poverty of eating in the middle of plenty. So in order to respond to this problem and find the solution, we must affirm two facts. Number one fact about eating is that it not only nourishes our body, but actually it has implication on our emotions, thoughts, and also mood. And why so? Because we have a fully developed gut brain. And as Antonio Damasio said, that actually gut brain may be the first brain evolved in life forms. And this gut brain cannot think. It cannot plan. It cannot reflect on the past. But it can feel. And it secretes a wide variety of wonderful neurochemicals, including serotonin, which is involved in eating. So whenever we eat food, it is not only helping our bones and livers and muscles and heart and the brain, but actually it is affecting our emotions, our feelings, our thoughts and mood. Because it affects our skull brain. That is why gut brain is becoming so important. And it is the first brain in the nature. So that one fact, which is ignored by many experts. There are professionals about diet, but they don't really talk about it in details, that whatever you are eating is going to affect your mind, not only the body. Second fact, we must remember that all of us have unique personalities. That is nature's gift. A child is born with it. Because no two human beings can be the same. So that means if I prescribe as an expert some foods to a wide variety of people, it is not going to work. That is what happens, that it becomes one size fitting all, and it doesn't work. Because of that uniqueness in us. So that means food must be customized. And how can we do that? We can do that by discovering our somatic personalities. Because all of us are the combination of three fundamental personalities: the wind, fire, and earth. And once we discover that personality, we will know what food will suit us. Because if some foods are very good for one personality, for others it may be a poison. But a lot of experts, a lot of people who talk about eating and food, their thinking is borrowed from medicine. Because in medicine, whatever we prescribe is same for all, except in children. So if children are getting certain medication, antibiotics, or some other drug, they calculate it by weight. But in adults, we don't do that. So there may be a 50 years old man or a 75 years old woman or a person who has 60 kilogram of weight, others have 100 kilogram of weight. Medication is given in the same way for all. And that may be the reason that some people experience more side effects, because their constitution, their weight, their temperament is different from others. So that is why it is so important that eating has to be customized. It becomes like a self-knowledge. Although there is a very positive progress is happening actually in medicine, in medical sciences, that they are analyzing DNA or genome. So genome basically tells my personality in some ways. Although genome is not still very accurate, but it can give some clues to us. And once we get those clues, we can customize so many things in our life, whether it's sleep or exercise or work or relationship. But here we are talking about food, so food will be customized. So that is connected with personality. But this second fact has another component, and that is somatic awareness. What is somatic awareness? Somatic awareness is when I feel my body, my emotions, my thought, my mood state, whatever I'm doing. So whether I'm exercising or in a party or eating, whatever, it doesn't matter. Because although we classify personality into three, and all people are combination and permutation of these three, but even within a particular category, there is a big variation. So suppose I am a wind personality and my sympathetic nervous system is dominating, but in other person who is also wind, there is a little more parasympathetic nervous system activation. So that person is going to be different from me. And how to differentiate that? That is by somatic awareness. So even within the same category, I become unique. So these two facts, that eating not only affects body, it affects my mind because of the gut brain. Second, we have somatic personality, which we can discover either by observation or by a questionnaire, or genome may help. And even in that personality, we become aware somatically. So now what happens? We know ourselves. And so whatever we eat, whatever we consume, vegan or vegetarian or non-vegetarian, we totally customize it. So I myself become the best expert, which is a fact because my body is really my teacher. My mind is my teacher. My mood is my teacher. They tell me every single moment what is happening to me. It may take me a few weeks, maybe 4 or 5 months. But then what I will get will last the whole life. Because I discovered myself. And it will not only nourish me physically, but even emotionally.